The ego. And this is what Reb Nachman says. The day you humble yourself is the day that strength and might will be added to you. Remember, humility comes when you let your Creator in. That's when strength comes to you, people. People are walking around with no energy. You know why? There's no opening. Where's the opening? Where's the opening? There's no opening for your Creator. There's no opening for energy. There's no opening for healing. That's the problem. We have to create an opening. This is why the importance of completely surrender. When you surrender, when you accept things, when you say thank you for your issues in life, what are you doing? You're really doing it a form of acceptance. And that acceptance brings you the energy. Because you're no longer resisting anything. The ego's job is to resist. The soul's job is to accept. It sees a much bigger picture that you can't see. That's another thing about these exercises. When you get into a very spiritual state, you're going to be able to go into a much deeper state. You're going to be able to see more into the future. That's what Reb Nachman says. Trust gives you vision. It lets you know, okay, I don't see it right now, but I know it's going to work out. You get a consolation. Versus no trust, panic, control, etc. Chaos. So the issue is how quickly are you going to go back in this? And we want to take another gematria. And another gematria is the name Yud Kei Vav Kei. Yud Kei Vav Kei is the numerical value of 26. If you take the first Yud Hey, remember the first Yud represents Chochmah, which represents thought. The next Hey in God's name represents Bina, which is intuition, which is understanding. The next Vav represents your emotions. That is the emotions. The Vav is the emotions, which is referred to as Kabbalah Zer Ampin. And the last Hey is faith. Malchut, the vessel. This is God's name complete. We try to make God's name complete. Malchut is faith, speech, faith. Emunah, faith. That's all. That's the vessel. And each one is rooted in earth, fire, water, and air. But the first Hey, you have no control over. That means the first Hey Vav, it's up to God. God gives you those. You have to complete through your emotions and your faith God's name. I'm responsible for the Vav Hey. I'm not responsible for the Yud Hey. If you take the name Yud Hey, is the numerical value of the name of 15. 15 in Hebrew is the numerical value of Gava, arrogant. So when you try to take the Yud Hey for yourself, you try to control, that is when chaos begins. You're basically edging God out. You want to control. And this is why we don't want to judge people. This is why we don't want to put people down. Because you know why? You're in the wrong business. God's job is to seek revenge on people, not you. But when you go in there and say, this guy should be punished, that guy should lose his money, this guy should do this, what happens? You're in the wrong business. How could you succeed if you're in the wrong business? How could you succeed in your wrong business? When we get into God's business is when we want to judge the world or tell the God what to do with his job, with his world. You have your own business, which is focusing on how you can connect to him. But when you start telling him what to do, what do you think happens? Chaos. Chaos, disorder, aggravation, energy drained. So what happens? You have no energy because we're giving away energy away.